Minnesota getting into it. It is now an 8-2 ball game at the end of 3. And if you watch the Disney Channel, you know about Phineas and Ferb. Here they are.
Goodbye, Home Run, Texas.
Phineas is not mocking you there, Gary. I don't think he did a very good job. I think yours is much better.
We love you.
I like yours better. Gary, yours is much better.
And Blake Toller will take the ball in the air to center field. He got a lot of it. How about that? Toller delivers a solo home run. And that is gone. That's going to be way back and out beyond the hedge. A 2 RBI homer by Jake Orlando. Well, the highest form of flattery is to be imitated.
Yours was much better.
By a cartoon character?
As long as I don't talk over the pitch and stomp on your home run calls, you're better than Phineas.
You can't ever stop. Well, I don't know.
You're better than Phineas.
Remember, we're employed by Disney.
I think he listened to you first.
We're employed by Disney. You might want to keep that in mind.
But you're older than him.
Well, not by much. He's got better hair than I do. All right, that's Bounce. Phineas and Ferb airs daily, by the way, Disney HD and Disney on the Disney Channel. And there are going to be new episodes premiering on Disney HD Saturdays at 8 a.m. And that's 8 a.m., which actually is a time of day, I understand.
I get up at the crack of noon, except when I'm here and we have a 10 o'clock game.
Exactly. Breaking ball is taken outside.
8 a.m. is a time.
It is a time.
Yeah, that's how
I've been told. Around the world, somewhere it's 8 a.m. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. And the home plate umpire and a new collection of baseballs there. So Texas on top by a score of 8-2 as we go to the 4th inning. Orlando, 4 RBIs in 2 at-bats. And that will bounce all the way to the backstop. Texas 8 runs on 8 hits. Minnesota 2 runs on 1 hit. Double elimination this year for the first time in the Little League World Series. Means one of these teams will face elimination in their next game. The winner moves through that winner's bracket. A little breathing room. Foul back off the screen. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Jake Orlando's bat has really been alive here and all throughout this playoff year for Texas. The long ball, anyway, with the home run. He was picked up here and had 1 in the regionals. You won't forget this day with 4 RBIs his first 2 at-bats. 2-2 delivery on outside. Jake's mom on hand. Dad is the manager, Mike. And has he got another one at the wall? Yeah, goodbye home run again. Wow, what a game for Jake Orlando. A 2 RBI homer, a 2 RBI single, and another home run.
Mom in the stands, Dad as the skipper, and the son is the star right now, batting in the 5th hole. 2 home runs, a blue pit for 2 more RBIs, 5 RBI day. If you're going to vote a star of the game, I guess he's got to get it.
Wow, 3 for 3.
Here we are, a little over halfway home in this game.
It's a 5 RBI ball game and 3 at-bats. 9-2.
Well, you hit them like this and you do them twice a day, the food up in the Grove tastes a little bit better. The ping pong is a little bit more fun, and the video games, you don't care if you even win them.
And the parents, obviously, when their youngster gets a chance at this level, at any level for that matter, but especially here, it is just such a thrill for these kids. So we are going to see our 4th pitcher coming on now for Minnesota as this Texas lead again at 9-2. And Minnesota's going to want to save their pitchers, not use anybody up, and keep as many available for their next game, especially if they end up in a loser's bracket game. Robler coming up here. saw in this home run, one of the important things in the outfield, trying to recognize where you are while tracking a fly ball. It's something that you learn. Watch what happened on this one.
As you come back and you start to feel the dirt under your feet, but I'll tell you what, Bobby Valentine, one of our colleagues, did a building blocks on this. Let's take a look at what Bobby teaches on finding the wall.
This 8.5 feet of dirt between the grass and the wall is called a warning track. It warns the outfielder that the outfield fence is coming up. Mikey Siegel from Minnesota, representing Midwest here in the World Series, Little League Baseball, understands 2 strides of his and a reach, he'll be at the fence. He'll be able to catch the ball or watch it go over the fence. Here the ball's hit. It's there, the fence. He reaches. He makes the catch. He knew where he was because he's practiced before the game what 8.5 feet is. Nice job, Mikey.
And he's now at second base where he doesn't have to worry about running into a wall for the moment anyway.
He's going to have to take more than 2.5 steps to get back to that wall in center field. But when he's there, Bobby gave him the tips, and he knows how to play it now.
James Ripley has come on to do the pitching now for Minnesota. And that ground ball just misses the bag. Ripley in the regionals worked in 3 games with only 4 innings, giving up a run on 3 hits. So Ripley's on to pitch, and the 4th pitcher used in the ball game. Nobody out, and a 1-strike count. As this offense of Texas has just been dominating here in this first game for each of these teams. 0-1 delivery. And that will be taken for a strike. Caleb Malie up at the plate.
Don't get mixed up at home there with seeing Texas almost having 10 runs. The 10-run rule is 10-run lead, not 10-run total.
Will come into play in this inning if Texas happened to get a 10-run lead. That one's going to go to the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. Caleb Malie doing as the baseball adage suggests, hit them where they ain't. And they weren't there.
Well, you're right, Gary, about the 10-run rule. If they can get up by 10 and then get 3 outs, Minnesota would get their 4th at bat. If they had 3 outs and 10-run lead, 4th inning completed, the game would be over.
That'll bring up Hunter Smith. He has hit into a fielder's choice and has drawn a walk in the game. Foul back. I always like seeing the kids who list their parents as their role models. That's a great tribute to the parents when the kids do this. The kids fill out the forms and put all these things down that we love to show you. And Hunter said when asked, role model, my parents. 0-1 count. Runner on at first base. A little off-speed delivery. I think that was not fouled, so that'll move the runner up on the wild pitch. Putting a runner at second now and an RBI chance for Smith. They call that a pass ball. Good luck. You get tough on catchers. Ball's bouncing in the dirt.
We've had 2 pass balls called here. I thought both were probably wild pitches.
Here's the 0-2 delivery. That one down to first with a lot of squib on it. Played to the bag. And Bluston will make sure he holds the runner at second base. Smith retired, 1 away.
It's a hard ball to move up on from second base because it leaves the bat as a line drive, and it's only kind of a short hopper down there at first. So you can go, why didn't the runner stay at second? You read that off the bat when you're standing there on second base and you don't get a secondary lead till the ball's contacted. It's hard.
Now we're taking a look at this lineup here. They're just waiting to see who's supposed to be in this spot.
You watch this line drive off the bat. You're visualizing it from second base, and then finally it reaches the first baseman that quick. He can step on the base and throw you out because you don't get a leadoff in Little League.
Bryce Bashori is going to re-enter the game. He was a starter who grounded out the only at bat he had, then came out for one of the bench players. He's got a runner on at second. 9 runs, 10 hits on the board for Texas. Lashori against Ripley, and that's going to miss outside for a ball. Lashori, a 12-year-old, just 4'11", 93-pounder. He's taken to heart meeting other kids, especially the team from Japan that he spent some time with here while they've been practicing. He doesn't speak Japanese, but says the hand communications work, and I see a lot of these kids doing that. They had the great Grand Slam parade was held downtown last night. They had a great parade, one of the longest, I think, in Little League World Series history. Kids get to participate in that, and 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, they were over at Penn College. They had a big barbecue picnic for them. All the clubs are there in their uniforms before the parade. And that's where the kids get to spend a lot of time together, as well as being together in the Grove here in the complex. They even get around on a fastball.
You think the only great experience they have is playing these games on TV, but there's just so many things. It's the whole lifestyle of the Grove and what they get to do here in Williamsport.
We have 4 pools, 4 teams in each pool. Germany, Puerto Rico, Japan, Mexico. Japan, Mexico, that game at 8 o'clock tonight should be a dandy. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Lashori, runner at second base. And you'll put that one up in the air. Thorpe, the shortstop, backing up. Nice play made by Josh. And there are 2 down. Kids from Japan, as we said, when you're playing in the night games or later afternoon games, you've got the whole day to get ready. There's the team from Japan. I guarantee you they practiced.
Oh, yeah. They get a lot of reps.
Practice fields here are always in use. There's the Grove where the kids are housed. That's only for the players. Parents stay elsewhere. The kids all stay there, and they have all the food and pools and toys and games that you could think of. And more importantly, just time to spend with one another.
And they got video machines up there. They can watch the replay of their game, get to see themselves on TV.
Matthew Betancourt up.
What you see up there in the game room there, the deal or no deal. Going at it. It's unbelievable. No.
2 down, a runner on at second here. Texas trying to get some more. Matthew Betancourt was a starter. He drew a walk, came out of the ball game, and now re-enters. As long as the players re-enter at the same place in the lineup as when they came out, that qualifies them to get back into the game. And the pitch by Ripley will be taken up high. And a 2 ball, no strike count. Pearland, Texas, and Plymouth, Minnesota. Minnesota out of the Midwest region. Texas out of the Southwest. Game number 2 of this Little League World Series, and that one's going to be fouled away. Connecticut beating Washington by a score of 3-1 in the first game that was played today. 2 ball, 1 strike count with 2 down. Oh, good fastball right there.
He's shown a nice ability to throw his fastball and his breaking ball to the same delivery, and he really changed his speeds well. A little bloopy curveball that you wouldn't see him. Maybe he's the starting pitcher for the Dodgers that throws a little ethos switch. I think Silva. Somebody throws one. I'll tell you, that's about the only one you're going to see that's about as slow as this curveball.
Holds the count at 2-2. Texas 3 runs in the first inning. They had a big second inning where they scored 5 runs and 5 hits. They've added another here in the 4th. It was an 8-0 ball game before Minnesota got on the board with a couple. That one grounded down to first base. Lustin will take it to the bag and get the out. So only 1 run in. Jake Orlando delivering the home run now has a 5 RBI day, and Texas has a 9-2 lead.